Hey everyone! Welcome back to Marin English Lab. How are you doing today, Liam?
I'm doing great, Olivia. A bit excited, actually, because today we're doing another full mock test, right?
That's right. Today we have a complete, super realistic IELTS speaking mock test on the very popular topic, travel. I'll be playing the role of the examiner, and Liam Bennett here will be the candidate. You're going to experience the entire test from start to finish, exactly like in a real IELTS exam, including the natural introduction, Part 1, Part 2 with cue card, and Part 3 discussion.
And I promise I'll try not to get too nervous, or at least pretend I'm not.
We'll see about that. After the full mock test, I'll carefully analyze Liam's answers, breaking down the best vocabulary, collocations, grammar structures, and tips to help you improve your score to band 7.5 or even higher. So make sure you watch until the end. All right, let's begin. Good morning. My name is Olivia. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning. My full name is Liam Bennett.
Thank you. And what shall I call you?
You can call me Liam.
Thank you, Liam. Can I see your identification, please?
Of course. Here you are.
Thank you. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself and your life. Let's talk about travel. First, do you like traveling?
Yes, I absolutely love traveling. For me, it's one of the best ways to recharge my batteries and break away from daily routines. Traveling not only helps me relax, but also allows me to broaden my horizons by discovering new cultures and meeting people from different backgrounds.
How often do you go on trips?
I try to travel at least twice a year. I usually take short trips during public holidays, but I prefer to save up for one longer international journey each year.
What kind of holidays do you prefer?
I really enjoy off-the-beaten-track holidays rather than busy tourist destinations. I love beach getaways where I can completely unwind, or cultural trips where I can explore historical sites and enjoy local food.
Do you prefer traveling alone or with others?
I prefer traveling with friends or family because it creates beautiful shared memories. That said, I also enjoy solo travel from time to time as it gives me a wonderful sense of freedom and independence.
Let's talk about transportation. How do you usually travel when you go on holiday?
It depends on the distance. For domestic trips, I often take the train or coach because the views are scenic and it's more environmentally friendly. For international travel, flying is usually the most convenient choice.
Has the way people travel changed in recent years?
Yes, definitely. Thanks to budget airlines and travel apps, more young people are traveling than ever before. At the same time, many travelers are becoming increasingly aware of sustainable tourism.
Thank you. Now, let's move on to part 2. In this part, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you speak, you'll have 1 minute to prepare. Here's your topic. Describe a place you want to visit. You should say where this place is, when you would like to visit it, who you would like to go with, and explain why you want to visit this place. Here's your topic card. You have 1 minute to prepare. All right, Liam. You can make some notes if you wish. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes. Please start speaking now.
Okay, I'd like to talk about a destination that has been on my bucket list for years, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. It's located off the coast of Queensland and is the largest coral reef system in the world. I would love to visit it next summer, right after I complete my current studies, because that's when the weather conditions are ideal for diving and snorkeling. I plan to go with my 2 closest friends since we've always dreamed of doing an adventurous trip together. We could join a guided tour or even rent a small boat to explore the reef. What attracts me most is the breathtaking marine life there, vibrant corals, sea turtles, and thousands of tropical fish. As someone who loves nature and underwater photography, swimming among the coral gardens would be an unforgettable experience. Moreover, seeing the reef with my own eyes would help me better understand the serious effects of climate change, such as coral bleaching. I believe this trip would inspire me to adopt a more sustainable lifestyle. That's why the Great Barrier Reef is my dream destination.
Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's all.
Thank you. Now, let's move on to part 3. We've been talking about a place you want to visit, and now I'd like to ask you some more general questions related to this topic. First, why do people like to travel?
Well, people travel for many different reasons. Some travel to broaden their horizons and experience new cultures, while others simply want to relax and escape from daily stress. Traveling also helps people create lasting memories with family and friends.
Is tourism harmful to the environment?
Yes, unfortunately, mass tourism can cause significant harm. It often leads to environmental degradation, including pollution from aircraft and large amounts of waste in popular destinations. However, if managed responsibly through sustainable tourism practices, these negative effects can be greatly reduced.
How can tourism be improved in the future?
I believe governments and travel companies should actively promote eco-friendly practices, such as encouraging the use of public transport and supporting green hotels. In addition, limiting visitor numbers at fragile sites and educating tourists about responsible behavior would make a real difference.
Do you think tourism benefits local communities?
Absolutely. Tourism creates employment opportunities and brings income to local economies. Nevertheless, it's important to ensure that the benefits are shared fairly and that local cultures are protected from over-commercialization.
Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that was a very realistic IELTS speaking test. Now let's analyze Liam Bennett's performance. Part 1. He gave natural and extended answers using great collocations like recharge my batteries, broaden my horizons, and off the beaten track. These expressions really help push your score higher. Part 2. His response was well organized with rich vocabulary, bucket list, marine life, environmental degradation, and sustainable tourism. The fluency was excellent. Part 3. He showed good critical thinking and used linking words effectively, however, moreover, nevertheless. Key language highlights. Idioms. Recharge my batteries, off the beaten track, bucket list. Advanced vocabulary, broaden horizons, environmental degradation, sustainable tourism, eco-friendly practices. Overall score, Liam would likely get band 8.0 to 8.5. Now it's your turn. Try the same cue card and comment your answer below.
If you enjoyed this mock test, please like the video, subscribe to Marin English Lab, and turn on the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Keep practicing and see you in the next video. Bye.